One more mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is everybody hearing okay? Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Brandy Smith. I'm the John and Adrienne Morris Director of Smithsonian's National Zoo and Conservation Biology Institute. And I am here to say that it is official. We are welcoming giant pandas back to our nation's capital by the end of this year. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. The Smithsonian and the China Wildlife Conservation Association have reached a 10-year cooperative breeding and research agreement for giant pandas, and we have filed our permit application with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Our new bears are Bao Li and Qing Bao. I know many folks will be excited because they'll be excited for everything, but Bao Li is the son of Bao Bao, the grandson of Mei Xiang and Tian Tian. So the panda's arrival is not just an exciting event, but it is proof positive of the success of our giant panda program. First Lady Patricia Nixon welcomed giant pandas here in 1972. And since that time, we have connected giant pandas with millions of people, with the millions of people who come to our zoo free through our gates to see giant pandas in person, and millions more people around the world who watch our pandas on the Giant Panda Cam. And together, for more than 50 years, the National Zoo and our Chinese partners have made groundbreaking research in giant panda behavior, in reproduction, in breeding, in health, and habitat. This research has provided critical data for the management of pandas in human cares and for the conservation of giant pandas around the world. And I'm so proud to say that this long-standing program and this collaboration with our Chinese colleagues is one of the reasons why giant pandas are no longer listed as endangered, but rather only vulnerable on the global list of species at risk of extinction. Giant pandas truly represent how great partnerships and great outcomes can be achieved through when we work together and with public support. And I'm honored to introduce Ambassador Xia, who has joined us this morning and will share his well wishes as we embark on the next chapter in giant panda care and conservation. Ambassador. Thank you.
Director Smith, friends from the media, good morning, everyone. Last November, we saw of Mei Xiang, Tian Tian, and Xiao Qiji from here. Many American friends, especially children, were reluctant to say goodbye. A few days later, President Xi Jinping announced in San Francisco that China is ready to continue its cooperation with the United States on panda conservation, so as to deepen the friendly ties between our two peoples. Today, I'm very glad to share with you some good news. Bao Li and Qing Bao, our new envoys of friendship, will soon fly over the Pacific and join the big family of the National Zoo. Both born in 2021, Bao Li and Qing Bao are of Generation Alpha. In fact, Bao Li has a lot of connections with the National Zoo. His grandma and grandpa are Mei Xiang and Tian Tian, and his mom, Bao Bao, was born here. Bao Li is just as handsome as his uncles, Tai San and Xiao Qiji. I believe he is also excited for the upcoming trip from his hometown in Sichuan to DC to see the place where his family lived and get to know the friends here. As for Qing Bao, she is a star. At 1 year old, she became the ambassador of the 9th World Wildlife Day. Her name, voted by Chinese netizens, literally means a treasure in green mountains. From that alone, you can see how much we cherish nature and pandas. China has all along been promoting ecological progress. Nearly 20 years ago, then Zhejiang Party Secretary Xi Jinping said, "Clear waters and green mountains are just as valuable as gold and silver." Today, this has become a consensus in China. As a mega biodiverse country and one of the first parties to sign and ratify the Convention on Biological Diversity, China has made biodiversity protection a national strategy and has worked vigorously to build a beautiful homeland where man and nature live in harmony. To better protect pandas, we have established a giant panda national park with a total area of more than 2.2 million hectares. The kingdom of pandas is now a haven for many other rare and endangered species too. Today, the number of wild giant pandas in China has grown to nearly 1,900, and the species has been downgraded from endangered to vulnerable. This could not have been possible without the dedicated efforts of generations of panda conservationists deep in the mountains. It is also inseparable from international cooperation on panda conservation. So far, China has worked with 20 countries on panda conservation. The United States was among the first. Together, our researchers have successfully bred 17 pandas, panda cubs, and solved a number of technical challenges. The National Zoo is an important participant in the process. In 1972, it was exactly here that Ling Ling and Xing Xing, the first pair of giant pandas coming to the United States, made their home. Since we started the cooperation program with the National Zoo in 2000, positive outcomes have been achieved in panda conservation and breeding, disease prevention and treatment, and public awareness. This both helped us better protect pandas and boosted our people's friendship. The current round of cooperation will focus on prevention and treatment of major diseases and protection of habitats and wild giant panda populations. I have heard that the team at the National Zoo is renovating the panda house to give pandas more space to exercise, eat, play, and relax, so that Bao Li and Qing Bao will live a healthy and happy life here. Dear friends, giant pandas are national treasures of China, superstars at the National Zoo, and the favorites of many around the world. The iPanda channel, where you can watch pandas eating and sleeping 24 hours nonstop, has 55 million followers globally. Bing Dun Dun, the panda mascot of the Beijing Olympic Winter Games, was so popular that people lined up for hours to buy a toy. Born amid the pandemic, Xiao Qiji raised many people up in the tough times. Now, with this latest round of panda conservation cooperation, as we mark the 45th anniversary of our diplomatic ties, American friends will get to see pandas more often. Apart from Bao Li and Qing Bao, Yun Chuan and Xing Bao will head to the San Diego Zoo. Even before we established diplomatic relations, our cooperation on panda conservation had already begun. Over the past 5 decades, pandas have held a special place in the childhood memories of numerous Americans. Today, many of those happy kids have become grandpas and grandmas, dads and moms themselves, and they look forward to taking their kids to the zoo to tell their stories with pandas and start new ones for their little boys and girls. When I posted on X in February that China and the National Zoo were in talks on panda conservation cooperation, a lady commented that you don't know what this means to me. I have a very happy 5-year-old here in DC. 2 little panda fans from California wrote me several cute letters proposing giving China grizzly bears to get pandas. The love for panda stays unabated. Dear friends, in Kung Fu Panda 2, the soothsayer told Bao that it is who you choose to be that makes you who you are. For the well-being of both peoples and the future of the world, China and the United States should choose to be partners, not rivals. Panda huggers should not be stigmatized. If there should be any protectionism, then let us protect biodiversity, protect the only home for the entire humanity, protect a stable, sound, and sustainable Sino-US relations, and protect a better future for the younger generations. I encourage everyone to care for China-US relations just as you care for pandas, and jointly usher in a peaceful and prosperous future. I wish Bao Li and Qing Bao safe travel and a wonderful time in the United States. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the brief remarks. What we're going to do now is we have our spokespeople stationed. We have them staffed by people who've got Aqua binders are white folders, and you are welcome to go on up. You have a handout that has the different